is Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So I want to talk in this video about 2 bits of 2000 AD wonderfulness. If you don't know, 2000 AD is a fantastic weekly anthology sci-fi comic book, kind of punk rock sci-fi, I would say, dating back from 77 when it first came out, and I've been reading it all my life. And each week they have just fantastic strips in it. Honestly, it's still going as strong today as it was, as it ever was. So anyway, they have lots of strips in there that people don't know that much about. You don't normally hear that much about. And I'm going to be talking about 2 of them. I'm talking about 2 of them because you can win both of them today if you subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. My subs have been just stuck at around the same level for the past, I don't know. For me, it seems like forever. It's probably been a day. I'm such a loser. I really am. I am such a subscriber whore and such a loser. I'm like, oh, gotta get more. And I do. I get funky about it. I really do. Anyway, so if you subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. You can win 2. It's a double header this week. We have 2 fantastic 2000 AD graphic novels for your pleasure. The first one is Red Razors. We're going to be talking about this in a second, so I'm not even going to give you any introduction to it. And the second one is Shakara, and I love Shakara. And again, going to be talking about this in a second. So we'll get to it. All you need to do to win, is 1. Subscribe to the channel. Am I making that message clear? Because I really want that to be completely crystalline clear that I want you to hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. And then in the comments, leave the hashtag Zarjaz, and you can win these 2 graphic novels. A quick note, I'm hoping to mail out a bunch of stuff this week. I haven't been able to I got about 6 or 7 prizes to mail out. I haven't been able to get envelopes. There's always something in it. I haven't been able to get envelopes. We've been on lockdown for like the last month here in Israel, so I can't get an envelope to put stuff in to take to the post office. It's a kind of a stupid reason. I'm actually thinking about reusing some old ones. I understand the toilet paper shortage, but the envelope shortage, maybe it's just happening in my house. So anyway, I'm good luck if you enter. Prize draw is on Sunday the 18th, and on the TARDIS Zone. We're doing a watch along of Gridlock, and again, if you like 2000 AD, you'll like Gridlock. It's a very 2000 AD-esque episode. Fine, let's talk about these two really fun books. The first one is Red Razors. Red Razors started in, I'm glad that this is right in front of me, the day 1991. I remember I bought this when it first came out. This is I wonder what month it was. This must have been my last few months living in England before I ended up moving to Israel, which I wasn't planning on doing. I had an open ticket. I just bought an open ticket, but because a friend of mine was getting married. I was 18, 19, and then I ended up staying there. I wasn't religious at that. I ended up staying there, and that's how I became a rabbi. So anyway, Red Razors is freaking bonkers. Love it, and much like the other, it's set in the Judge Dredd universe about 50 years in the future. It's set in East Meg 2, which is not East Meg 1. Another part of Russia. And this East Meg 2 is very different from Russia. At the time, they have eschewed communism, and they've not just embraced capitalism, they've embraced Americana. They embrace Americana in every way. This is the church they have there, and they worship the holy corpse of Elvis. The holy corpse of Elvis. This is written by Mark Millar with art by Steve Yeowell. Steve Yeowell, I think, really did himself incredibly well, coming off a run of Zenith, which is freaking awesome book. I actually got to do a review of that sometime. Freaking awesome book. That's Grant Morrison, right? Before he moved on to this Red Razors. So in this completely bonkers future, we have Judge Razors. So Judge Razors, Red Razors, isn't your normal type of judge. He's a new type of judge. He is a street thug. He's a thug from one of the punks from that they fight in the judges fight and East Meg 2, and they've lobotomized him in a certain way to make him into a completely obedient judicial killing machine, which is essentially what it is. And you see there, he's riding in on his trusty steed, Comrade Ed, and that gives you kind of like the idea of the the pop culture, infused comedy and cynicism that runs through the strip, which makes it so incredibly 2000 AD. Cynicism, comedy, violence, and science fiction, all together in one package. And here they take these kids on a tour of the Grand Hall of Justice in East Meg 2, and you see like the perps being like lobotomized into being judges, and the judges like, I'm showing you around, all the fun stuff, and it's just crazy, violent, 2000 AD-esque fun. Red Razors, he has the mission of tracking down somebody who has stolen the corpse of Elvis in this story, and it's just a bonkers chase. Trying to find it through like the landscape of East Meg 2. Again, I just love all this like crazy Elvis religion stuff. The chief judge in East Meg 2 is this kid Ricky. So this really fits very, very seamlessly into it's born out of the early 90s, and this is 2008. 2008 had a bit of a dip, I would say, in the mid 90s, mainly under Mark Millar, who wrote this, where it just got a little bit too lad maggy, just got too a little bit full of itself, and loved itself a little bit, thought it was all just too fantastic, and it just fell apart, I think. I mean, it pulled itself together, but so you get this like crazy chase through the cursed earth of Russia, whatever, East Meg 2, the East Meg cursed earth, and then they bring in like this entirely new group into the fray of these very, very old communists, who can't stand the capitalist East Meg 2, and so they buy a fusion bomb, and they're out going off the corpse of Elvis as well. They end up in the charred nuclear wasteland of East Meg 1 that was blown up in the Apocalypse War by Judge Dredd. You don't need to know any of this continuity, right? You don't need to know any of this continuity. And here we see one of the main villains. It's the Court of Judge Nutmeg. This is what I'm saying. It was very contemporary for the early 90s. That's a reference to Vic Ree's Big Night Out. That one of his segments he had is Judge Nutmeg and the Spin the Wheel of Justice. And we got lots of very like modern, contemporary, fun references to youth programming, which is basically exactly who it was aimed at. So this was for me, I was like 19 at the time. Was it about 19, 20? So I was just in the sweet spot for this. And again, so now we get to carnivals in the cursed earth. We get into like these religious fanatics who have stolen Elvis' corpse, and Judge Nutmeg, who just wants to eat Elvis when he finally gets him. Look at him in the pot, getting ready to eat. So the whole thing builds up, and honestly, I'm spoiling it somewhat, but it doesn't really matter, because it's just a fun ride. And again, another bit of wonderful pop culture reference. Judge Ricky? I think Chief Judge Ricky gets his B team to also hunt for the corpse of Elvis, which is of course a reference to Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo here, instead of being all red, is covered with dollar bills. And he deputizes them as instant judges, so they can go out and find the corpse of Elvis and and try and bring it back. And again, then we have another wonderful pop culture reference where Red Razors has to fight Posh Paws, who is a giant genetically engineered dinosaur. Posh Paws was a mascot in the Saturday morning TV show hosted by Noel Edmonds. Must have been finished by a long time by now. So this was nostalgia in the early 90s. Again, crazy, insane violence, builds up, and just gives you a great little story. There's also another story in this graphic novel with where Razors gets his memory back of him being a thug, and the only person who can bring him down, the only person tough enough to bring him down, is Judge Dredd. They have a cryogenically frozen Judge Dredd, so it's Red Razors versus Judge Dredd. lot of fun. Again, subscribe to the channel. In the comments, leave the hashtag Zarjaz, and it could be yours. It could be yours in a very few days. The other prize is Shakara. I freaking love Shakara. So Shakara reminds me very, very much of the early Nemesis the Warlock strips. Artwork by Henry Flint, and it has that real, early Nemesis feel to it, the Kev O'Neill Nemesis to it. But it's black and white with this one color red. We see Earth being destroyed there as part of this massive intergalactic war. And then Shakara shows up. I was going to say Red Razors. So Shakara is the essence of a now extinct race who is on a revenge killing spree. And that's basically all you really need to know for the story. It is freaking bonkers. It is freaking glorious. It is gorgeous. I mean, the artwork is really, really unique, and I think it's I think it's probably Henry Flint's best stuff, which I just really enjoy. But all this stuff here, this alien design, it is so Kev O'Neill, right? So early Kev O'Neill, and for me, it just works tremendously. The ship design looks very, very similar to Blitzspear from Nemesis. Again, very, very pure Kev O'Neill. And so basically, it's this extended. Very, very bizarre intergalactic war sci-fi romp when this incredibly strong entity Shakara seeks revenge for its murdered host species, and he gets it. He goes after target after target after target, blowing them up wonderfully. As we again, the storytelling is just fantastic. I'm going to zoom in on this cut panels. When he they're looking up, and then everything blows up, and Shakara flies away in his Blitzspear-esque spaceship, leaving twisted corpses behind. Again, pure 2000 AD comedy. Love it all, and I just love the addition of that one color, which I kind of ripped off of my own strip, Red Ghost, which I drop every Friday with a little director's commentary. Check it out. Artwork by Stefano Cardoselli. Yeah, absolutely lovely. And again, so there's just lots and lots of very, very bizarre alien designs. Again, look at this, the giant eyeball floating. And Shakara not being able to be killed, as he is a spirit of undiluted, unrelenting vengeance across an intergalactic setting. So there are like 4 volumes of this. This is the first volume that you get here. So, and again, I can't imagine having more fun than reading a book like this. Because look at this artwork, absolutely freaking awesome. Love it to death. There's really not much to say about this other than read it and enjoy it. So there you go, 2 bits of 2000 AD absolute gorgeousness that you can win this week: Shakara and Red Razors. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget the hashtag Zarjaz, and prize draw is on Sunday the 18th. Have yourselves a fantastic day.